right, hey everybody, welcome to Board Online, Board Offline. We're going to be taking a look at our quarterly statistics. So from July 1st to September 30th. Hey, Hey everybody, welcome to Board Online, Board Offline. Today we're taking a quarterly look at our statistics. So we're looking at July 1st to September 30th. Now we do monthly statistical analytic views at the channel. You can find those over on our Patreon if this is something that interests you. But I thought I'd throw this quarterly one out here on the main channel just to give you an idea of some of what we're doing over there. So you can see this right here right now. We're looking at video, views by video. And for those of you who haven't seen this before, it's gonna on the chart up here. This is tracking, I think, the just top 5 videos right now. Let me see if I can will it select more or does it? No. Okay, so it's only doing 5 right now. So let's just do like that. So you can see this is in the purple right here. We've got Gloom, or what is that, kind of a light blue, Gloomhaven. You can see that one is always along the top here. Basically, it's my best performing video for sure. For the most part, that's How to Play Gloomhaven Part 1. If you come down here, you can kind of see the details of it. So over the quarter, was at a quarter 3, we had 50,000 views on the channel, and How to Play Gloomhaven was 2,500 of those views. And then the watch time, 6,000 hours, and How to Play Gloomhaven was almost 8% of that. Then we gained 114 subscribers during that time frame, and again, How to Play Gloomhaven was responsible for the majority of those, 12% of it. And then our total revenue for that time frame, $286, which is down a little bit from what it's been, but still doing pretty good. And once again, you can see Gloomhaven again is the one that's pulling in a large chunk of that, almost 10%. Our number of impressions, for those of you who aren't familiar with how these sort of things work, impressions are the number of times that the thumbnail, the video was seen by people, and then the click-through rate is whether or not they clicked on it. So 3% is the average for my channel. So anything above 3% I consider a pretty good rate. And you can see all these top videos obviously are, for the most part, other than How to Play Mansions of Madness, are pulling in above 3%. All right, so let's look through here. Now, one thing that I've realized is How to Play videos are, without a doubt, some of the most popular on the channel. Actually, I would say the most popular, no matter how you look at the statistics. So right here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them in the top. Is this 10? That's 9. 6 in the top 10. All right, if you're looking at it just strictly by views. All right, now if we change that to the number of hours watched, let's see how that shakes out. All right, so here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. What's that last one? How to Play Gloomhaven Part 3. 7 of the top 10 when you look at it by hours. I'm curious now how we're with the subscribers, how that's looking. So it's a little bit more varied when you look at what's bringing in the most subscribers, but we still have 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 out of the top 10. So other types of videos are bringing in subscribers, even though the How to Play videos are bringing in the views and holding people's attention the longest. Let's see what we got. 5 reasons. So 2 of my reviews, 5 reasons you should and shouldn't buy Kingdom Death, and then Etherfields. The Oath gameplay brought in some 8 subscribers during that time. And then my Kickstarter video here, that brought in quite a few as well. And then a couple of gameplays and top 11 best solo games ever from last year. That's not even this year's video because that actually would have come out after Q3. That comes out, or that came out in October. Now let's look at the revenue real quick. So here you can really see you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 of the top 10 of my revenue, or the videos that make the most revenue, are how to play videos. And then finally, well, the impression click-through rate is a little bit, it's hard to really get a good read because the really high percentage ones, here, let me show you. The really high percentage ones, when you look at the click-through rate, it doesn't take into account impressions, right? Like I wish there was a way to say best click-through rate with anything that had at least 1,000 impressions or something like that. Because when you got something that has 12 impressions and somebody, you got 25% click-through rate, well, that just means that, it really isn't telling you anything. So let's look at impressions instead. So when you look at impressions, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, so see, my whole point of this is that no matter how you look at these stats, how to play videos are clearly the ones that are the most sought after on my channel, the ones that people watch the most, come and check out the most. And so for that reason, I am definitely going to be focusing in more and more on how to play videos. I've been scripting a lot more. You haven't seen as many solo gameplays on the channel because I've been focusing more on actual instructional videos instead. We've been doing a Mage Knight instructional series. We put how to play Red Rising out. Now, let's see. I wonder how to play Red Rising, I think, came out during September. Yeah, right there. So 401 views. And again, I believe it was published on September 10th. Yeah, you can see right there, September 10th. So it got a good number of views in just the first 20 days that it was out. Some other cool stuff you can see here. Let's see. The geography here. So the United States, that's probably to be expected. United Kingdom, Canada, and then Germany. So those are by far and then Australia. Those by far are the ones that give me the most. But you see United States with 36%, then United Kingdom and Canada with 6-7% each. And then here's Germany coming in at 3. And this is just from views. If you look at it from hours, though, it's probably roughly the same. United States, United Kingdom, Canada, Australia pops up over Germany at that point, and then Germany. So sort of the same thing. But then often more important than total watch time is actual view duration, because that's one of the ways you're going to break through the algorithm, is if people are watching your videos longer. Now, and so this, you see, I only had 10 views out of Israel, but they averaged 11 minutes per view, which is pretty crazy. Sweden here, 412 views, 11 minutes. So that's actually pretty. That's a decent number of views there to be holding on for an average view duration of 11 minutes. To get the first one over 1,000 views, though, is Australia down here with almost 9 minutes, and then Netherlands with 8.5 minutes, and then you get down into these top guys again. Still holding on. I mean, United States at just over 8 minutes as well. And considering a lot of my videos are, 5-6 minute videos, which are the Kickstarter videos and stuff like that, not too terrible having an 8 minute average view duration. Let's see here. This is for traffic source. So by far, YouTube search is the number one place that I get my views from, and browse features, which traffic from the homepage, home screen, subscription feed, and other browsing features. So instead of actually searching, it's just kind of what YouTube is suggesting to people. Then the external source, I don't know if this will show specific external sources. Let's try clicking on that real quick and see, because I'm curious how much of, 19% is external, but how much of that is from Board Game Geek. because I post all my videos over there. Yeah, so you can see here, of the external, 40, almost half is coming from a Google search, but then under that, a fifth of it is coming from Board Game Geek. So that goes to show how important posting to Board Game Geek is. It definitely helps out a good bit. And then you have stuff from GameFound. That was probably my Lands of Galzer video. And then Facebook. So I've been seeing Facebook keep popping up in my analytics, which makes me feel like I might need to bite the bullet and just get a Facebook page for the channel, for Board Online, Board Offline, and just do it. I definitely not going to do a personal thing, but maybe it is time for me to put the channel on Facebook. I'm not even sure what this revenue source section is. Let's take a look at this real quick. So, okay, whether it's from ad revenue or premium revenue. Okay. You can see, obviously, most of it's coming from ad revenue, and then YouTube Premium is throwing a little bit extra in there. So this quarterly look is always interesting just because you get to see this. So this Gloomhaven series, I published it, we're at a year and a half ago now, when part 1 came out on April 16th, 2020. And it has consistently stayed up here at the top. How to Play Twilight Imperium was 2 years ago now, and it has continued. All these How to Play videos have proven to be sort of a great residual income source, and a lot of them, even when they first come out, don't seem to necessarily immediately perform really well, but then they just keep plugging along and keep gathering views. And yeah, so it's definitely something that I'm going to focus in on. I'm not sure what is this right here. Sorry if y'all can hear my rabbit freaking out in the next room. He's wanting some attention. Let's see. Oh, this is literally by date. How many views? Well, I wonder this is interesting. What day during the quarter was the best day for views? August the 8th. Okay. That had the most views, total views, but in terms of actual watch time, same day, August the 8th. What about view duration? I'm telling you, view duration is really, from what I've gathered of the algorithm, is definitely one of the most important things. September the 8th at 9 minutes. All right. Well, anyway, here, and let's see what my single best day is in terms of revenue. $5 on August 6th. So, and speaking of revenue, over the course of a quarter, making, how much was it for the? We'll see. What was it for the total quarter? Where'd it go? I don't know why it's not on here now. Well, anyway, $280 or whatever it was. Let's go back here real quick. $286 for the quarter. So that that comes out to a little less than $100 a month. What about $80-$90 a month? And it's good for it sort of helps. It's gotten the channel to the point where now, it's sort of supporting the hobby for me, where, I don't really have to dip into my own personal money anymore. I just, kind of use the channel to put it back into the hobby itself, and the channel itself is a hobby. But I'd really like to be able to keep pushing the channel, making it better, finding new ways, live streaming, all that kind of stuff. And I'm definitely finding or researching ways to do that. So if any of that is stuff that you're interested in helping the channel do, if you find any value and, monetary value in any of this stuff that we do here, any of the instructional videos, our reviews that we put out on occasion, that sort of stuff, by all means, please head over to the Patreon and check it out. Like I said, we do monthly, kind of more in-depth looks at exactly what's going on month by month in the analytics. Just to, I know a lot of people kind of find that sort of stuff interesting. And we have a lot of other good stuff over there. So go check it out. And yeah, thanks for watching. Until next time, if you're bored online, bored offline.